Yeah. What's good with y'all? Shout out to everybody. Pull up in here on me on a Sunday afternoon. What's good with you? We got some shit to talk about. Pull up on me. Y'all know what time it is. And get into the goddamn content today. Shout out to everybody here already. SC Space, what's good? What's popping with you? Providel, Fade, what's hood? Kit Juan Ellis, what's popping? Michael Addison, I see you. Yeah. Pull up over it. Pull up over it. You know what it is. Two, what's good? See, a few of y'all names I see, I absolutely love seeing them. You know what I mean? House of Nicholas, what's popping? Kid Dolcom Jr. Oh yeah, pull up on me, man. Pull up on me. I figure by now y'all should be tired of talking about fucking Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud. I think now it's time to, divert our attentions elsewhere to another fucking position quite frankly, position in need. Pull up on me. God damn it. Share the video. Let them know we live. Let me look y'all fucking face. You know what time it is today. How you feel? Shout out Panther Nation. Pull up on me. We have shit to talk about. And that's what we're gonna do. I won't get into another position. I won't talk about something else. I mean, our attention has been stuck on fucking quarterbacks this whole time. Now, I mean, it's time to talk something else. We'll get back into the quarterback talk here soon. I mean, and quite frankly, quickly in the near future. But right now, it's time to talk different position. Y'all pull up on me. It's green thing time. I got a couple things going on right now. You know what it is. Share the video. Let them know we live. I really don't care who live right now. You know what I mean? I really don't. Who that dude? What's good? Slim 360. What's popping? 367.20. Yeah. That nigga say he's spinning all the way around twice. He double up on you. Who that dude? Say, yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah. I told y'all that I ain't gonna stop. Off season or no season. We got content, we gonna bring it. You know what I mean? We got content, we gonna goddamn talk about it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. I'm twisting right now. Y'all know what it is. Just give me a second. Try to get one of these fat things twisted up real quick. And we gonna get into the content. Share the video. Let them know we live. Step on the like button. Make sure you do that. If you new, just they're coming over here. Shout out to Dallas Cowboy fans that fuck with me hard. Share the video, man. Subscribe if you not. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Subscribe to the channel. Run me up. I mean, a lot of YouTubers want you to subscribe to the channel, but then these niggas don't do no fucking work. Nigga want you subscribe to the channel and shit, and then only give you content once a week type shit. I don't believe in that. My work ethic is a little more strenuous than that. You know what I mean? God damn it, Chris goes in. Dead Rabbit, Jerome Johnson Music, Domo Smith. What's poppin'? Pull up on me. Yeah, people. We had 200,000 total views. I love y'all for that. Just a little short, quick little, accolade for the channel and the platform. We eclipsed 200,000 views, and I'm so grateful for that. To me, that's a fucking accomplishment. It may not be to some people, but to me it is. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna keep going just off of that alone. 200,000 views. The channel still ain't a year old. That means y'all fuck with me. Shout out Teo in the chat. Say another banger. Oh, we finna get into it. We finna get into it. Oh, yeah, Mike. It's a beautiful fucking day, man. Beautiful day. After this live, me and my wife gonna spin the block. We gonna spin the block. Yeah, man. Kicking it with Rod. What's good? I say we finna direct our attentions elsewhere. You know what I mean? The quarterback talk, we done had enough of it. Quite frankly, it's saturated now. I'm tired of it. I don't want to talk about quarterbacks no more now. I'm sure during the course of this live, we had no choice but to resort back to quarterback talk. But other than that, I don't want to talk quarterback today. I just really want to talk about other key positions that we need. And you see the title, goddammit. See the thumbnail. See the thumbnail, see the motherfucking title. The Carolina Panthers, Dalton Schultz is a fix for the Carolina Panthers at tight end position. Oh, we're gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. I don't know about it. I don't know about y'all, but Dalton Schultz is something I like to see in Charlotte. We gonna get into it. Shout out Dalton Schultz and the Dallas Cowboys for not paying. I told y'all I did a video live on Dalton Schultz about 4 months ago. I told y'all then the Cowboys lost one. Oh, they lost one. They finna lose one. And hopefully he's the Carolina Panthers game. I think he will be because he knows that the Carolina Panthers got Dallas on the fucking schedule this year in Charlotte. He knows that. Shit, cause that's a get back game for a Dalton Schultz. That's a 2 touchdown game for a Dalton Schultz. God damn it, Big Bag, Brandon Ross, what's good? Derek Bowen, I see you. What's hood with you? He say dead rat. Oh, yeah. Shout out C-Dog real quick. After I tried to let that black ass nigga out there Duke Carolina bet multiple times last night, but he talked cash shit. So woke up this morning to a nice $50 cash app from C-Dog. Shout out C-Dog for paying me my money. Told that nigga a couple times last night. Now I ain't gonna tell you, but he talked so much shit the way he had to, the way where I had to take. Told that nigga. Shout out C-Dog. Trap blogger. What's good, my G? What's good with you? Trap bloggers in this bitch say, yeah. You already know. You already know. Yep. Yeah, we finna get into this content. I'm about done selling this green thing, and then we gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into it. Shout out everybody in the chat already. Share the goddamn video, man. Let them know we live over here. Really don't care who live right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out everybody that been fucking with me over the last couple days. We're dropping some content over here. Shout out everybody that's pulling up on the content, that's been stepping on that fucking like button. I love y'all for that. The channel now is kind of coming self, you know what I mean, self-sustained now. Self-sufficient, all kind of shit. Yeah, clean sweep, Mr. White. I tried to tell him, motherfucker. Shout out Gaming Clip. Shout out Shelly Long. Shout out Big Smirk. Shout out Candy Girl. Y'all pulling up together, huh? I see y'all pulled up together. Y'all riding in the same Uber. Y'all pull up on me at the same time. What the fuck? Hold on, who was that? Who was all in that same car? Shelly Low, Candy Girl, got them in game clips. Where y'all coming from? Shit. Let's get into this content, man. We got some things to talk about, a couple things to discuss. You know what I mean? What the fuck we doing here today? We talking tight end position and Dalton Schultz in the free agency. That's what we talking. You know what I mean? Before y'all get to talking that shit about Dalton Schultz, just wait one. Shout out Carlos Torres. Shout out Mike Blakesky. What's good? Shout out Charlito. Charlito, what up, bro? Yeah, let's get into it, man. Now, you see the title, goddammit. You see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail. You see the title. My bad about that. I fuck around and hit the mute button. But we back in it. All right. I think that Dalton Schultz fixes all the fucking problems that the Carolina Panthers got at tight end. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, this news had been out. It surfaced a long time ago, the fact that Dalton Schultz may be in Carolina. Now, more so than ever, that the free agency about to click in at Dalton Schultz, knowing that he's a free agency, I believe the talk is starting to increase a little more. So with that being said, I mean, there's news out here, there's articles out here that'll tell you that Dalton Schultz might be the prime, that Carolina may be his prime landing spot. All right. Now, what I want, it was an interesting stat that they displayed about this shit that jumped out at me, and it was talking about the Carolina Panthers tight end since 2020, and they gave you a total of the stats, and I'm talking about every tight end the Panthers had combined since 2020, and they was able to amass a total yards of 1,073 total yards for a total of 6 touchdowns. This is the Carolina Panthers tight ends since 2020. We're talking 2 years. It's the 3rd season, coming into the 4th. The Carolina Panthers tight ends combined has amassed a total of 1,073 yards, 6 touchdowns. Now I want you to stay right there. Keep that number in mind, because when we're talking Dalton Schultz, to me, he should be a priority for the Carolina Panthers in free agency, because Dalton Schultz fixes the Carolina Panthers tight end, just tight end drought, period. Because I'm looking at Dalton Schultz numbers as well, and I'm talking about from the year 2020. I mean, I said it wouldn't be fair to go with his career total over 5 years, because in Dalton Schultz's career, what he got? Where he at? What Dalton got in his career? Oh, in his career, 211 catches, 2,122 yards, and a total of 17 passing touchdowns. This is Dalton Schultz's career in 5 seasons. Now, mind you, he was in his first couple of years, he didn't play much. But from the year 2020 up to now, Dalton Schultz has amassed 198 catches for a total of 2,000 fucking yards and a total of 17 passing touchdowns in 3 years. So in other words, the last 3 seasons, Dalton Schultz has amassed 98% of his total career numbers in just the last 3 years. So versus the Carolina tight ends as a whole, as a fucking group, in the last 3 seasons, Dalton Schultz has not only doubled them in yards, but he's also damn near tripled them in touchdowns. And we talking one player. We talking one player versus the fucking tight end group in Carolina. So when I say to you that Dalton Schultz fixes every fucking problem we got at the tight end position, I'm only saying that because I'm looking at his numbers. I'm looking at the numbers. And when you show me a stat that says the Carolina Panthers as a whole, the group as a whole in the last 3 years has only amounted or accounted for 1,000 yards and 6 fucking touchdowns, when Dalton Schultz in the last 3 years accounted for damn near 200 catches, damn near over 2,000 yards, and damn near 20 touchdowns. Now, mind you, Cooper Rush was his quarterback. Dak Prescott in the last 3 years missed a lot of fucking games. You get Dalton Schultz, a solidified what we have in Carolina offensive line, hopefully a quarterback here soon. If Dalton Schultz can give you remotely that type of production, let's say his best season was a 78 catch season, 808 yards for 8 touchdowns. That's his best season of his career, young career at that. And it was in year 2021. Last year, 63 catches, 670, 615 yards for 4 touchdowns. Still, double what the fucking Panthers tight ends was able to account for just last year. And this is one player. So if you, I ask y'all this question, or I bring this up to y'all today because, quite frankly, y'all know we got more holes than a fucking quarterback. I mean, the quarterback is the most glaring. Yeah, I mean. But the tight end position is something we need, something we gotta address. We all know that as Panther fans. Shit, we've been alluding to that for a while now. We've been alluding to what kind of tight end help we need now for a while. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Because I'm thinking about what Scott Fitterer said, in his exit presser. When that some bitch was hollering, the Carolina Panthers are gonna go, we're going for a sexy draft this year. You know what I mean? They want a sexy draft. That's what he said. That's how he coming off. Sexy draft, whatever the fuck that means. You know what I mean? But I guess when draft day comes, we'll find out what a sexy draft means. But in the meantime, if we talking free agency, now from my understanding, now this is from my ear on the ground, what Dalton Schultz is gonna want is roughly around $10 million a year at the tight end position. $10 million a year. Now this is a pass catcher. My question to y'all is $10 million a year too steep? Shout out Mike for that cash app. What he said. Step on that motherfucking like button now. We live. Let them know we live, goddammit. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. Step on the like button. Not yet, Buck Skull. Matter of fact, let's see what Buck Skull gang talking about. Let's see what Buck Skull gang talking about. Let's see what Buck talking about. Hold up 1 second, Buck. I'm gonna bring you up. Shout out Buck Skull gang.
What's up? I got a report.
What's up, baby?
I got a report from the Panthers, man. I got some news on the Panthers.
Talk to me.
I said 1 hour ago. I saw. I guess the Panthers are going to trade up for CJ Stroud in the draft. That's the latest news I'm hearing.
Where out of Carolina?
From Jay Fowler from ESPN.
Well, everybody's saying that shit, Buck Skull gang. Everybody's saying that, man.
That's 1 hour. That's the latest news this hour.
Okay. Well, what say you? What you think about that, Buck? With the quarterback trouble y'all may end up having this year.
I got a question for you, man. It's one of your ex-Panthers quarterbacks. How do you might be coming to the Bucks? Baker Mayfield.
Well, okay. Well, stay right there. No, what do you think about Baker Mayfield coming to the Bucks? How do you like that?
I mean, as a Panther fan, would you like that though?
Oh, I would absolutely fucking love it, Buck Skull gang.
He could be different though, in a different You think the Bucks got a better team for Baker Mayfield? You think he'll fit? You think he'll fit better?
Oh yeah, definitely, Buck, definitely, brother. But you're not answering my question. You
Yeah,
like Baker Mayfield?
not really. I'm asking as a Panthers fan standpoint. Was he good for you guys? Why did you guys let him go? Do you think he's a? Do you think he can? Do you think he's the answer for us? You think?
Oh yeah, he's definitely the answer for y'all. He's definitely the answer for y'all,
Hey,
Buck Skull Gang.
would he take us to the
Yeah, me.
playoffs? Would he take us to the
Huh?
promised land?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
making
yeah.
jokes? I
Baker
know.
take y'all to the
I know.
playoff.
I know
Yeah.
you're making jokes. I know you making. I know you're making jokes. I'm being serious though. Be serious though for another time. Be serious. Do you think Baker Mayfield can take the Bucks to the playoffs?
No. Honestly, hell no. Hell no. I Baker needs a lot, Buck. He gonna need a lot, Buck Skull Gang.
He
To
has an
even to
offense,
hell to even win games. I would absolutely love if y'all signed Baker Mayfield for the next 2 seasons. Because that would absolutely single-handedly put you motherfuckers in the basement of the NFC South.
but do you think?
Bucks go.
But we got Seahawks offensive coordinator, Cowboys running back coach. We got, man, we got some pieces. I believe, man, we're gonna be running team this year. But do you think Baker Mayfield can take Mike Evans and Chris Godwin?
Well, I'm hearing Mike Evans is done in Tampa. I'm hearing Mike Evans done
Oh,
in Tampa.
what sources do you hear? But I heard the Bucks not trading him.
Say what?
What sources do you have?
No, hey, Mike Evans he's not under contract now.
Yes, he
Yeah, he
is.
got to be
Yeah.
resigned.
No, he got one more year left on his deal.
Oh, he do.
Yeah.
I'm hearing they gonna release him, brother.
Hey, there must be a joke.
Nah, it's not a joke. So when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers release Mike Evans, I don't want you to be upset. You know what I mean? Don't be upset,
What,
Buck.
come to the Panthers? Make him come
Oh
to the
hell no, hell no. We don't want that nigga. We don't want that nigga.
nine what 1,000 yards every year, 9 years in a row. Got Mike Evans.
Yeah. Shout out Buck Skull Gang.
But
Come on here talking shit. Hey Buck, who you think win in our first matchup this season? I can't
I know,
wait since you're a
man.
Buck
I
fan.
was in the man when the Bucks played the Panthers last year. Man, you guys was hiding. I told you guys was gonna be hiding. I tried to call you guys, want to answer you guys. Phones are nothing last season. Man, oh man, I told you guys gonna be hiding last season.
Well, we beat the shit out of y'all. Y'all beat the shit out of us.
I know. We'll come where it matters most. But
Yeah.
we're first. But here, I know what you're gonna say. We're first round exit. I already know what you're gonna say. Ooh, wow, we thought we were gonna be the big boys. We should let the Panthers win that game, and they'd be a first round exit. And they would have had a late first round pick.
No. Panthers beat y'all, lock the division up. The Panthers go to the NFC Championship with Steve Wilkes. Y'all just beat us. Yeah, man, y'all beat us.
I
We wasn't
mean,
ready for that game.
man,
Now,
CJ,
all right, Buck. Shout out Buck Skull Gang.
man,
Shout out my nigga Buck Skull Gang.
yeah, man.
Because we ain't gonna goddamn keep doing that shit, Buck. We ain't gonna do that shit, brother.
Man, do you want to have some?
Yeah, shout out Buck Skull Gang. We ain't gonna do that damn Tampa Bay shit talking over here. Season ain't even here yet. Shout out Buck. You know I love you, boy. Buck Skull Gang's that guy. But I ain't finna argue with no motherfucking Tampa Bay fan on no fucking Sunday. The football we ain't even playing football. Shout out Buck for pulling up. Buck Skull Gang, make sure you step on that goddamn like button and share the video. Yeah, man, I know you subscribe. One love for that. Shout out Donald Vaughn. What's good? Hook House Beats. Talk to me. Back to the content. Nigga try to get me off my goddamn, off of my goddamn. Can you hear me? Shout out these Buccaneers. They already fucking scared. He pull up on the platform telling me what they talking about the Carolina Panthers doing. Yeah, goddamn. Shout out Buck Skull Gang. Now back to it. I think I was saying Dalton. Oh yeah, Dalton Schultz is wanting around 10 million a year. In the chat, is that too much? Yes or no? In the chat is $10 million for Dalton Schultz at tight end in free agency. Too much. I need to know. Somebody let me know. What y'all think? Drose TV, what's good? Yeah. Tampa Bay better not say shit for the next 5 years. They done. Mike Duke, what's poppin'? Mikey Duke. Yeah. They say nah. Domo say nah. Develop Trimble. Mr. Clean say. Hmm. Tommy Trimble ain't no goddamn Dalton Schultz though, bruh. I mean, you can develop Trimble, but just know you're not gonna really have a valuable, like a straight up weapon at tight end. Tommy Trimble's pretty good though. I like him. He had good flashes this year. I think he has a high ceiling. You know what I mean? Tommy got a ceiling. I ain't gonna front. He reminds me of a Ed Dixon almost. You know what I mean? Y'all remember Ed Dixon? Ed was solid handed. Justin K say sign him, trade Thomas for a 6th-round pick. I'll fucking do it, nigga. Pow. I'm squeezing the trigger. Hey, look, you sign Andy, you sign Dalton Schultz and trade goddamn Ian Thomas for a 6th-rounder. You came up. You just won right there. Especially if you get it in this draft. A 6th-round pick in this draft. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he said we gave, yeah, that's a fact though, but we gave Ian 7 fucking million. So for Dalton Schultz, 10 million ain't shit. 10 million ain't a motherfucking thing. Terrence Tate, what's hood? Talk to me. Shit, yeah. For a fucking million ain't 3 more million for Dalton ain't shit. I'd have been did it. Shout out Jacoby or Jake, yeah, Jacob Willis. I see you. I mean, it's a known fact the Carolina Panthers need help at the fucking tight end position. Quite frankly, fuck help, a savior. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we talking quarterback, but and a lot of y'all hollering develop Tommy Trimble. But you know, it's almost the same. It holds almost the same weight when we talking signing a free agent quarterback, you know, because once free agency really kick off, and if you're looking at and evaluating these positions for Dalton Schultz production, if I'm looking at his production, I'm evaluating Dalton as a late round 1st-round pick, as a late 1st-round pick or early second. If I'm looking at his production, you know what I mean? So a Dalton Schultz now, when free agency start again, the way I would do it, or you know, I assume most GMs would do it, is that they would evaluate the position of need, and depending on who at the free agent in free agency they want to sign or offer a contract, I would assume that they would evaluate the players just that way by their fucking, you know, what they're able to produce on the field, the production rather. This is a production based, the NFL production based league. Like, yeah, you just don't come to work. Like some jobs, motherfuckers so lazy they come in, clock in, ride the goddamn clock all day, go home. But in the NFL, if you getting top money, that means you on the field. For top time, you on the field, goddamn it, meaning you working. Shit, man. Dalton Schultz fixes the tight end position. I know y'all like that nigga. What's his name? Gretzky or some shit. I can't even remember his name. I know who he is, but I just don't want to call his name. But either way, he's gonna be the top tight end in free agency, I believe, from production standpoint. Again, the Carolina Panthers tight end group since 2020, 1,073 fucking yards, 6 measly ass touchdowns in the last 3 years. This the entire tight end group combined. Your Ian Thomas, your Tommy Trembles of the world, all of these motherfuckers put together the last 3 seasons. The last 3 seasons, Dalton Schultz by himself, 200 catches, 2,000 yards, 17 fucking total touchdowns by himself. Now, mind you, I told you, Dak Prescott, this starting quarterback, missed significant time over the last 3 seasons. See what I'm saying? Even like I say, his best season, 78 catches, 808 yards, 8 touchdowns. It's almost wide receiver numbers. Number 2 wide receiver numbers. You know what I mean? Dalton Schultz, in the last 3 years, 17 touchdowns. That means he's a fucking threat. It's a fucking threat. I hate to look at how many touchdowns DJ Moore got as a total. I hate to pull that type of shit up because it may piss me off. I didn't put Dalton Schultz touchdowns against DJ Moore at wide receiver. I didn't even look at that. But I would absolutely hate to look up DJ Moore's career stats and see that for a career he has 17 or less touchdowns. I'm gonna be pissed off. I know he don't got 17 touchdowns total in the last 3 seasons. I know this. I've been watching DJ Moore. I know he ain't put that many touchdowns together in the last 3 seasons combined. I'm talking combined. This is what Dalton Schultz has done in 3 seasons. I mean, to me, I look at his specs. He's a 5th-year man. He's 5 years in the league. And over the last 3 seasons is when he got the bulk of his playing time, which means he accumulated 98% of these career stats that I'm telling you about. The 2021, 2,122 yards and 17 total touchdowns, 211 catches. Now, in the last 3 seasons, he put together 198 catches of that 211. You see what I'm saying? 2,000 of that 2177. No, that 2122. 17 of his total 17 touchdowns came in the last 3 seasons. That means Dalton Schultz know what the fuck he's doing. Top tight end. And I know I want to talk about quarterbacks, but if you're gonna draft a rookie, i.e. a fucking Anthony Richardson, and if your plan is to send Anthony Richardson for a year, that's cool. But Anthony Richardson may be called on sooner than a lot of you motherfuckers may think because injuries happen. Let's be honest. Injuries fucking happen. Anthony Richardson starting week 5 due to injury, and the starters going on IR rest of the season. Anthony Richardson can't look behind him. If he do, that means he getting bitch. Goddamn it, that means he won't play no fucking more that season. He may get another look next year, but I'm telling you now, you bring a rookie quarterback in here, a blanket like Dalton Schultz is impact. Even if you don't. Even if you go retaining a Sam Darnold, getting Sam Darnold a fucking blanket like a Dalton Schultz boasts Sam Darnold's numbers. That gives him more confidence. Trust me. I'm dropping the link. I want to see what y'all talking about. Somebody pull up on me. Step on that fucking like button, man. Share the video. Let them know we live. You know what time it is. You want to show extra love. Cash App right there in the ticker. Show that love, man. Jump in the Cash App. You know what time it is. Super sticker, super chat. You know what it is. Show that love. Shout out Justin K. Shout out Michael Eagle. God damn it, Carlos Torres. No, y'all don't want Dalton Schultz. I think he's gonna be the next version of what we remember as a Greg Olson. You know what I mean? Right now, what he 26 years old? Yeah, I mean, 3 year, 4 year deal, put him close to 30 years. Hell yeah, we can add on to his numbers. He could have potentially have 3 big seasons in Carolina. So I would give him a nice 3 year deal. But like I say, Dalton Schultz wanting around 10 million a year. And shout out to my guy in the chat, told y'all earlier, we gave Ian 7 for nothing. What the fuck we pay Ian Thomas 7 million for? For what he had? 10 catches, 15 catches this year? Man, please. 7 million. Look, you give me 7 million, I'm gonna give you 20. I can guarantee you 25 touches. I can guarantee you 25 catches at the tight end position. Hell, I don't even want to get hit. I'm be making business decisions every goddamn second. Motherfucker closing down on me. I'm gonna bat the ball down. God damn it. Bat down. Shit, don't hit me, goddamn it. But I can guarantee you 25 catches for 25 for 5-7 million dollars. I take 25 hits for $7 million. Think I dare I be counting them motherfuckers. Every hit I take, I'm counting. But don't mess with it. I got it. Here, hold on. Roll up. Let me give you something to fuck with. What was I saying? Shout out everybody in the motherfucking chat. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all just never pulling up on me. Shout out everybody that's late, goddammit. Scott Fitterer say he want a sexy draft. That better mean quarterback, bitch. That better mean trading up. That better mean no. I ain't want to do this, but no, matter of fact, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna move on. After watching Anthony Richardson yesterday in the combine, again, shout out to everybody that told me yesterday it's 2 parts, it's 2 groups. Yeah. I'm glad I ain't bet you niggas. Anyway, after watching Anthony Richardson yesterday, is he worth a top 10 pick? That seems to be the growing fucking question right about now. You know what I mean? And I mean amongst myself, mainly. I'm talking about amongst myself. Is this nigga worth a top 10 pick? After watching him do what he did. No. As far as the athleticism go, he got it. As far as what we was able to see him do at the collegiate level this year, just with the small sample size, he got it. But will it translate? Will that money go to his head? It's a lot of questions around that nigga. First off, he got a nose ring. Don't trust a nigga with a nose ring. It's something I always was told, I always was taught my fucking life. Nigga got his nose in, got a nose ring. Don't trust his ass. Don't you don't trust that nigga with a nose ring. That's what I was taught. And then over my years, I've grown to notice that other nigga got a nose ring. Okay. Yeah. You gotta watch that. Carolina Pride, what's popping? But is he worth a top 10 pick? I say no. But if I say this also, if you draft Anthony Richardson top 10, and I'm standing on it, you got to start that nigga week 1. Don't waste my time. Don't waste his time. Don't waste every fucking Panther fan across the nation time. You waste that number 9, or you use that number 9, or you trade the fuck up round 5, and you blow that pick, or you use that 5th round, that number 5 pick, or let's say on Anthony Richardson. You start that nigga week 1. And I mean that shit. There basically is no excuse for not to. I mean, you can give me all that sit him a year shit you want. Yeah, okay then. Now you go to sit that nigga for a year, motherfucker roll over, and the card out there on the field, and the starting quarterback on IR. In comes Anthony fucking Richardson. So either way, he gonna get in he gonna be put in the fire either way. So I say you draft that nigga top 10, you play it week 1. And I mean that. They go for any position though, not just quarterback. They go for any fucking position in the sport. You draft that motherfucker top 10. I don't care if he wide receiver, left tackle, middle linebacker. I don't give a fuck what he is. Running back, you blow a top 10 on him, that bitch start week 1. Period. You keep talking that sitting for a year shit if you want. You draft him top 10. That shit out the door. It's out the door. And then now, especially if the Panthers don't trade up, the nigga fall to us at 9. If you blow that fucking 9 pick on him, then you still start that nigga week 1, because for one, you keep your draft capital, but you better build around him. You better build around him. You better get him some more weapons, because you better start him week fucking 1. That's all I'm gonna say about Anthony Richardson, yo. But if we talking CJ Stroud, which is the fucking cream of the crop, which is the top notch, which is the level of the fucking glow. Everybody else behind him is just that number fucking 2. CJ Stroud, if it's CJ Stroud, don't talk to me about shit. All I want to know is where they selling his jersey at. Because I know for a fact CJ Stroud will be a Carolina Panther for multiple years. That's if we're somehow the football gods smile on the Carolina Panthers, and the Chicago Bears just absolutely got a wet pussy for Brian Burns, and we somehow can manipulate that goddamn trade. But other than that, I think the Carolina Panthers may be out the sweepstakes for that little nigga there. CJ ain't do nothing but lock his goddamn self in for, I think, the number one quarterback off the board, if not the first overall pick. Goddamn. CJ Stroud is that goddamn the best quarterback in this draft. He may be the best quarterback in the next 3 drafts. Y'all keep talking that Drake Mays shit and all that. Shit, CJ Stroud may be. God damn it! I told you. I know they got their quarterback position. Something about that little nigga. Because when it comes to CJ Stroud, the money's not an issue. He been getting it. So when it comes to that, I gotta eat, I gotta shine, I gotta get paid. Fuck all that. He already caked the fuck up. So his motivation ain't financial. No. So CJ Stroud motivation may be just one thing: chasing fucking titles, chasing championships at the next level. And if that's the case, shit, put the right shit round CJ Stroud, nigga. Put the right shit round him. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, the right shit is in Carolina. Nowhere else. The other teams in front of us with a CJ Stroud, he go there, he gonna die. CJ Stroud, if you are fucking watching this podcast, understand. You do whatever you got to do to make yourself slip, nigga. I don't know. Get caught with a prostitute bitch next weekend. Make yourself slide. We'll get you at 9. That's a promise. You still will get that top 10 money. Now, don't do that. I'm just fucking with you. Don't do no dumb shit like that. You know better than that. Look, nigga, you know better than that. Your mom and daddy raised you way better than that, CJ. I don't know you personally, but I know goddamn well your family done made quite the financial goddamn prospering off of your footballing, son. You know what I mean? So don't you fuck that up. You know better than that. You could potentially be a 2, 3, 400 million man here in the next 5 years. Make your fucking money, young thug. That's what I say to you. But other than that, we can't get CJ and we shoot at that nigga Anthony Richardson with the number 9. You start him week 1. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Shout out Andrew. I ain't even see you there, Andrew. Let Andrew up. My bad, Andrew. Andrew, what's up, baby?
What's happening, Unc?
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
I agree with you, man. We need a tight end, and we need a tight end more than any other position. I think is almost equally as important as a quarterback. Go back and look. I keep hearing people say, "Oh no, we'll get a tight end in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round." Well, we've been getting tight ends in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, and how's that worked out for us?
Right, okay? Right. Talk that shit, Andrew.
Every successful team in the NFL, they all have star tight ends. And that tight end is probably the most important receiving position on the field because they're mostly guarded by linebackers, and they're the ones that are getting open, getting your 10, 12, 13 yards when you need it. And as far as Anthony Richardson goes, I didn't watch. I didn't watch the actual combine. I watched the replays when I got home last night. And let me tell you something, Monk. He's a pretty impressive athlete. But I got to tell you this, too. If I can tell you about a quarterback who was 6'5", weighed 232 pounds, and ran a 4.31 40-yard dash. You know who that was?
Who was that?
Terrell Pryor. He tore up the combine. He was the talk of the combine.
He was. I remember that like it was yesterday, Andrew. Talk that shit.
Yeah. If you're going to go and you're going to draft someone in track and field for a combine, that's the place to get them, okay? But we're talking about a football player. Can he process? Can he process the field as a quarterback? We don't know that. I would say he's worth the gamble because he's got all the attributes to be a good quarterback.
Right.
I'm just saying, don't read a lot into the combine and say, I'm going to jump over C.J. Stroud and Will Levis or Bryce Young to get to Anthony Richardson. Okay. That combine is misleading. And Terrell Pryor is just one example. Malik Willis is another one. Look, what did he do?
You know what? I see Anthony Richardson more now under the Malik Willis scope. Almost how Malik Willis was at the goddamn combine smiling and taking pictures and shit. So it kind of boosted his draft stock. Now look at this nigga. He may never start another day in his damn life. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust Anthony Richardson. I don't. Not with a number 9 pick. Because if you do, like I say, you got to start in week 1. You have to. If you don't,
I think you're right. I think you're right. If you're going to get him in the first round, you've got to start those quarterbacks. If you're drafting in the first round, you've got to make that play. And but as far as the tight ends go, I remember I talked to you about Dalton Schultz months ago because pardon me, I knew he was a free agent, but he had an off year and had 57 catches. Tommy Trimble had 19. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got to get a tight end, man, and we've got to get one early in the draft. If we can't get a free agent, we may have to spend a high quality draft.
Stay right there, Andrew. Let me ask you something, because Dalton Schultz is gonna garner a want around $10 million a year, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you just said
that's about to go.
And we ain't gonna get one in the free agency. You said draft one. Is there one in this draft? Now, mind you, Dalton Schultz, 26 years old. Is there one in this draft that you say could have the potential or the ceiling of a Dalton Schultz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there is. And I'm going to tell you, you could go through Did you see that Darnell Washington out of Georgia yesterday?
Oh yeah, talk to me.
Man, that guy got some hands or what? I mean, all the tight ends, Dalton Kincaid, Luke Musgrave, Mayer's going to be gone probably early.
Yeah.
But you've got at least 6 or 7 quality tight ends. And this draft is a deep draft,
for tight end, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are studs, man. They're all at least 6'5". Okay.
Yep.
All of them. That Darnell Washington is 6'7". 6'7".
That dude. Think about if that dude was lined up blocking. Man, now you got 6 offensive linemen. Then the guy can slip out there and catch that. Man, come on now.
And for a quarterback to be successful, he's got to have a good quality tight end, not just a position filler. And that's what you get when you draft 4th and 5th rounds. You get position fillers. You know, they come in, they're just a body out of the 53-man roster. You need a tight end that can catch the ball, that can block, that can actually pull the ball down on 3rd and long, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, but the tight ends that are dominating right now, all of them are third round and 4th round picks. It's just, do you have the people to be able to scout good receivers? Because Kelsey was in the 1st round or 2nd round. He was 3rd or 4th round.
Right.
Same thing with the guy Kittle. Kittle was like.
But the point is, it starts to really get thin after that 2nd round, because in my view, I think Michael Mayer, the tight end for Notre Dame, is going to go in the 1st round. He'll go somewhere up there, probably around 23rd, 24th, 25th pick.
We can get one in the 2nd round.
Yeah, but we can't just get a tight end.
No, I'm talking about one in the 7.
Yeah, we do that, because for a new quarterback to come into this system, even if it's Anthony Richardson, they're going to need a quality tight end that they can dump the ball off to, or he's going to be running like the wind, trying to get away and just get beat up. So I don't care how big you are, you get hit enough times. I mean, Lamar Jackson's not a little guy, and he can't finish the year. So we need a tight end bad. And Dalton Schultz, I think he's 6'5", about 230 or 40 pounds.
But he don't block.
Well, he's not the best.
Dalton Schultz don't block?
No, they always line him up like a slot receiver.
Nah, he's a good blocker too. I looked at, he's a good damn blocker in the run scheme as well.
Let me go look it up again, but I thought that they always line him up in the slot.
Man, he's a good blocker. He can block.
See, now the Browns, they got David Njoku, and when he first came up, he had the same rap. He couldn't block. Well, let me tell you something. They worked with him, and he's one of the best blockers on that team now. So, blocking isn't that hard to teach. Catching the ball is a lot harder to teach than blocking. So if you get the right size guy, and I think Dalton Schultz fits that bill because he's 6'5".
Yeah.
And he's
6'5", 244 pounds.
Yeah, and he's got good hands, and that's what you need. You need someone like a Travis Kelce who can pull that ball down no matter where it's thrown.
He goddamn right.
Off his shoelaces.
Goddamn right. See, people got to understand the Patrick Mahomes success. You can contribute that a lot to Travis Kelce, man.
Yeah, well, you could do it with almost any quarterback of Patrick Mahomes' stature. They've got it. They've all got good tight ends. Okay, and the quarterback makes a good tight end because he gets them the ball. But you've got to be able to get loose to get the ball, and that's what Kelsey's really good at. He's hard to. I've watched, man. He's hard as hell to guard.
Yeah,
Kelsey. Kelsey's that guy. I love Kelsey, man.
Yeah. So
I like everything Kelsey stand for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, shit, Andrew. So you didn't get to see anybody throw really, huh?
No, I didn't get to see it live. I was listening to you yesterday. I was driving though. I was listening to you until I got. I had to go to a funeral until I got there, and then I watched the replays of it last night when I got home, and And it just reminded me when all the articles I've been reading in the chat going on, everybody's the last time I heard this kind of talk about what a great combine he had and how big and fast he was Terrell Pryor. And we all saw what happened to him.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
You know, being a good athlete and being a quarterback in the NFL are two different things.
That's true.
Tom Brady wasn't a good athlete.
Yeah, right? But that's a serious anomaly, though.
He was, yeah, it's an anomaly. But he was lanky. You know, there's a lot of them. Steve Young for the 49ers.
No, Steve Young was a running quarterback.
Well, he could run. He could scramble. He wasn't really a running quarterback like Lamar Jackson.
In college, when he was at wasn't Utah? It was BYU.
Yeah, he went to BYU.
Even when he went to Tampa, when he first came in the league, Tampa let him go because all he was doing was running. He couldn't throw. Yeah. He wasn't accurate.
Yeah. But the point I'm making is I think if we got Anthony Richardson, I'd be happy about it because he's a good. Yeah. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I'm just saying, don't put a lot of stock into these combines because I've seen too many of these guys just rip up the combine. And, you know, like yesterday, we saw the receivers. There were some that had disappointing times. Hell, they could turn out to be the best receivers in the NFL. We don't know.
Speed don't really look at those at Ross. They drafted a few years back. That dude bounced around the league. And he was the fastest guy. So,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I liked who was that boy? Mingo. I like Mingo. I like what I saw out of Mingo. And we talking about wide receivers. That's pretty much the only one that kind of stood out to me, the Mingo guy.
Yeah, they didn't really stand out that much. I was like, this is underwhelming.
yeah. Mingo I like. Besides him, not too. It wasn't too many I saw, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I think this draft is offensive lineman, defensive lineman, tight end. That's really the standout group this year.
Some of those, I could not believe some of those times those big ass offensive linemen were running that 40 in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
These guys.
This is the year. This is the year to build your bench, and then you know what I'm saying. This is the year to build out your bench because these guys are the COVID. You remember the guys that missed COVID, but yet still went back to college for an additional year. So these are fifth-year seniors, majority of them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So they're more mature than what we normally get.
You're right about that.
What do you think of that combine as far as quarterbacks go? Do you think Richardson was like the cream of the crop that day?
Oh, hell no. CJ Stroud went out. If there was CJ Stroud kind of went out there and said, okay, I know y'all want to see talk about Anthony Richardson, but he went out there and proved what time it was.
I don't know about that.
CJ Stroud's the cream of the crop.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Oh, I do. I think CJ Stroud is.
I'm gonna take a snapshot. I'm gonna play it back and take a snapshot when they were standing beside each other. CJ looked like he was shook. Then he missed those. Look at those long throws. He was accurate with the shorter throws, but those long throws. Look how many that CJ missed.
CJ ain't really missed too many throws. I'll put them misses on the wide receivers.
Okay, all right.
I'll put the misses on the wide receivers, man.
Yeah, I think the difference between CJ and Anthony Richardson is they can both throw it a long ways, but 90% of the time, CJ's passes are going to end up in the offensive player's hands, not the defensive player's hands. He's a lot more accurate, I think.
He couldn't make it.
Andrew, way more fucking accurate. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Well, I think that's the difference.
Hold on, Wiley. Are you defending Anthony Richardson?
I'm saying yesterday what I saw at the I ain't talking about film. I'm talking about the combine yesterday. It didn't look too good.
Yeah, but one of the best ones at the combine yesterday. One of the best ones at the combine yesterday was Stetson Bennett. That it doesn't mean you draft him over C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson. The combine really doesn't it's like it's what they do every day when they go to practice.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was. The normal mechanics. That's all it was. And quite frankly, though, Wiley, to Anthony Richardson's point, he did not disappoint, man. The nigga showed you, and I told you, I like his release on the ball. So Wiley, are you telling me right now he's worth a top 10?
Yes. I
Okay.
wouldn't have thought so.
I think he is too, Unc.
Yeah.
I do. If he
And
were
see,
there,
I can't argue with y'all because
not today. No.
but if you draft him top 10, Wiley, Andrew, you start his black ass week 1.
I think if you get a first round quarterback, you have to start him.
I don't know if you have to start him.
Well,
I'm saying you need to see where he's at. Give him a little leeway. Maybe start him week 5 or 6 so he can get his legs on him and let him go.
Yeah, but what sense does that make? You know, barring the starting quarterback through weeks 1 and 5 or 6 playing great fucking football.
Yeah, but the thing what you're doing is you're giving him an opportunity to get acclimated.
Nah, fuck that. His acclimation gonna come in mini camp, training camp, and preseason.
Was Trevor Lawrence? What would have happened if they would have sat him down 6 or 7 games?
Yeah, but Trevor Lawrence also played how many years in college?
Well, I know Anthony Richardson hasn't had that many games compared to him, but
yeah,
there's nothing that I saw, not only in his 13 games that he started or yesterday, that tells me he can't come in and play in the NFL right away. I mean, with Frank Wright,
that's what I saw too, Andrew.
McCown, if
I saw that as well.
McCown can't get him ready, then nobody can.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna say something.
I saw the same thing as well, though. Hold on, Wiley. Like Andrew just alluded to, what I saw yesterday, and just watching Anthony Richardson just last year in college, like you said, Andrew, says to me that there's nothing that you should do to keep him from the field at the next level. I feel like if you sit him, you might be sitting him to, you know, I think you start that young nigga. You get a playbook ready for him, you get a scheme ready for him, and then you start implementing that bitch right away. The longer you wait, and this is a saying I live by, the longer you wait, the longer it fucking take. You know what I mean? I live by that saying. The longer you wait, the longer it fucking take. And if you wait on Anthony Richardson, the longer it's gonna take for him to fucking progress.
Okay, watch this. So Sam Donald, when he got drafted, who was on the bench with him? Our current quarterback coach.
Say that shit again.
Hold on. Our current quarterback coach was the veteran that was tutoring Sam Donald when he got drafted. Sam Donald only had 2 years in college, 2 years in high school as the starter. So he had a total of 4 years of playing quarterback, not through his whole life, but 4 years. And then the same thing is what the Jets said. They all threw him out there. And look what happened to Sam.
You can't. Okay, so you're telling me
you can't judge Sam Darnold based on his years with the Jets. That team was a complete disaster.
So you think Matt did better?
Look who his coach was, his head coach. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling you right now that coaching is all the difference in the NFL. It's all the difference. You think it was an accident that Baker Mayfield looked like he did with the Panthers and then went out to the Rams and set 2 records with the Rams out of 4 games?
No, I don't think it's an accident.
He set the all-time percentage completion record in a game, and then he held the longest winning drive in the NFL's history.
I got you.
Hey, real quick.
What's the difference?
Shout out Andrew. Cause Andrew, that's exactly what Sean McVay saying, that the reason he ain't, just leave the Rams yet, because they may be re-signing Baker Mayfield. I don't know. Baker Mayfield may keep Sean McVay in Los Angeles.
I think he likes McVay. He may stay here, but he won't start. They're going to play Stafford. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can't judge Sam Darnold as a quarterback based on his years.
Okay, Andrew, I'm gonna use your argument then. According to what you just said, then Sam Donald should be good this year. We should sign Sam, and we should be good to go.
Wiley, if we don't make a move and we start with Sam Darnold, I know for a fact that we can win this division next year.
Oh yeah, the division is trash.
He went 4-2.
I agree with you.
And his best days are ahead of him, not behind him.
With this coaching staff, I will agree. It'd be the best thing he ever had.
Yeah. And playing for Frank Reich, look at the quarterbacks Frank Reich had, and he has a winning record in the NFL.
He's made all of them better. You're right.
I saw the other night, the two best years that Phillip Rivers and Andrew Luck ever had in the NFL was when Frank Reich coached them. That was their two best years.
That's true. And the same thing though is this is
Andrew, and that's saying a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because if you look at those two quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers, Andrew Luck,
spoke generational.
I would have, I think about both of those quarterbacks in their, respective careers. Phillip Rivers, I would have took in Carolina, and I think about Andrew Luck, his respective, career. Andrew Luck to me was a young, great quarterback. You know what I mean? I thought Andrew Luck was great at the quarterback position at the NFL level. I'm just speaking about me. So
not only that, Andrew Luck was playing hurt that year, and Phillip Rivers was in his last year. Okay, so they weren't just kids yet; they had their best years under Frank Reich, and Frank Reich got to the playoffs with Jacoby Brissett. Are you kidding me?
True. And that was his best season also.
So what I'm saying is coaching makes all the difference. It really does.
And think about it like this. We got Jim Caldwell, and every time Jim Caldwell was there, the quarterbacks got better when he was there.
Exactly. Why do you think Frank Reich wanted him? And that's why he wanted to come work for Reich. You heard him say himself he wasn't interested in football this year until Frank Reich called him.
Yep. If you think about it, Flacco won a Super Bowl. Flacco won a Super Bowl with Caldwell. And look at what was that? Peyton. Peyton's best years as a coach was with Jim Caldwell. So hey,
yep,
we got competent coaches.
We got the coaching staff, man. I can't see how a quarterback could go wrong coming to the Panthers. So. And they know that it doesn't take long for word to get around the NFL is who's good to play for, and who's going to give you the chance at the most success. And the Panthers are one of the most desired teams to come to right now.
Yeah, that's true, Andrew. I must admit this is the.
Yep, I think so, Andrew. I think so.
Yeah.
Shout out Fade 2 times. Shout out guy named Brian Lopez. Shout out to Don. Shout out Rob Money. Donna B. What's good? Where y'all been at? You know what I mean? Shout out everybody just there pulling up. We talking about Dalton Schultz today. You know what I mean? I thought we had changed. We'll set our attentions on another goddamn position besides quarterback, because we talked enough about quarterback so far. Quite frankly, we're going to double back the quarterback here in the near future.
That's true.
But we can't forget about other positions that we have that we must fill. And Dalton Schultz does just that for the tight end position. Dalton Schultz is, to me, the best free agent tight end coming. That's going to be up for free agency this year. He's wanting about $10 million a year, 26-year-old man. Now, like I said at the beginning of this live, Andrew Wiley, kicking it with Rod. The rest of the chat just pulled up. The Carolina Panthers tight end as a group over the last 3 seasons have accounted for 1,073 yards, 6 total touchdowns.
That's terrible, Uncle.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz, though, over the last 3 seasons have accounted for almost 198 catches, 2,000 yards, and 17 touchdowns by his goddamn self. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you.
By his goddamn self. Never mind. Look, so in other words, you get goddamn start 3 tight ends for 3 years and Dalton Schultz to outdo their ass in one. They can start. You got 3 tight ends playing on one team for 3 seasons. Give Dalton Schultz 1 goddamn year, he'll have a better season than all 3 of them combined. Quite frankly, that's a fucking aspersion that we should cast on the Carolina Panthers organization. Because since Greg Olsen, they ain't thought twice about the fucking tight end position.
That's right.
That's the Panthers' fucking fault.
To win in the NFL, you've got to have a good tight end.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so, Andrew.
Yeah.
Because I think I need to do my goddamn due diligence and do another goddamn show just dedicated to tight end.
We're not.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're right. I don't know what it has been, but either they ain't talking to the guys with you know. I don't know.
They were working on their defense, and they didn't care about drafting many offensive players. That's what it was. Now the chickens have come home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to fill a lot of holes in that tight end position.
Shout out. Who just called me? Was it Kicking It with Ron? What's up, baby?
What's going on with you, bro?
Chilling, man. Smoking on the goddamn green thing. You know what time it is.
I feel that, my man. I feel that. Hey, look, I'm with you with that tight end, though. We got to get that dude out of free agency, man. I'm with you with that, bro. I'm with you with that.
Yeah.
We got to have a weapon, man. Hey, look, we was talking tight end anyway, and Dalton Schultz just so happened to be coming up. But my question is, knowing what the Carolina Panthers have to pay and who we have to pay, do we entertain Dalton Schultz at $10 million a year? That's going to be the main topic. Or
hey, look,
basically,
how much money we free up with Shaq Thompson? We get rid of Shaq Thompson.
13 plus million. If we can free a cut, but see, mind you, they running out of time with Shaq. It got to be done by March 7th, I think.
Yeah, a couple days.
The Shaq Thompson shit running out of time. Either they gonna pay him or not. If he on this roster, I think by the latest March 13th, they got to pay Shaq. So the only thing you can do with Shaq after that is trade him, but then you don't recoup none of that money. Only way to get that 13 plus is to cut Shaq Thompson or release him. That way he count as dead money next year. You know what I mean? But we'll free up 13 million this year. But it's gonna the money. I think it'll be like 8 million dead money next year. You know what I mean? But the move has to be made around Shaq Thompson, whether we go trade him or release him. Something gotta happen here soon. And it's coming up in the next 5 days type shit. So y'all keep y'all fucking ears open. Don't forget, the New Year League starting next week? It started at the beginning of next week. So big shit will be happening. Players will be getting signed officially. Players will be goddamn signing their names on. Damn, is that Monday? What's the 13th, fellas? Is 13th for Monday?
Well, today's the 5th, so tomorrow Monday would be the 6th. Yeah, but a week from Monday.
Okay, yeah. Because next
from tomorrow.
You're right. Yeah, so they running out of time.
Oh yeah,
they running out of time.
Yeah, free agency starts on the 15th too, Unc.
Yep. They running out of time. They got to do something soon with Shaq.
What y'all boy think about Dante Jackson, man? I think they should trade that dude, let him go, man. I don't like D-Jack, man.
God damn.
How we get here?
God damn.
Yeah, that's like come out of left field there.
Yeah. Well,
we talk about money, man. We try to get the players, man. We're trying to build a pound.
Yeah, hey, look. I don't know exactly how much cutting or releasing of Dante Jackson would save us this year, but I'm assuming a lot. But we gonna have to pay him next year on some dead money shit. So either way, I mean, these are all important decisions the Carolina Panthers have to make, and if it's money we want, and they don't really give a fuck about who get the axe, then a player like Dante Jackson could be a casualty, bro. He could be a casualty because he's on the books for a nice little penny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem is the dead money. So I looked at
Yeah,
all
they're
those different
dead
guys.
money.
Yeah, I looked at all these different guys. And I understand some people we don't even Shaq, right? I keep saying we gotta extend Shaq, not cut him. So that way we can save some money, but yet in another year or so get rid of him. And then it won't hurt so bad. The overall money the cap. Plus we need a linebacker to play. Shaq ain't all pro, but at least he's serviceable.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know though, man. I think I'm watching these dates though, honestly, Wiley. I'm watching the dates around this shit. And quite frankly, I'm seeing that the sand in that goddamn hourglass for the Carolina Panthers running out. Sooner or later, these decisions gonna have to be made.
Hey, look, what you
And
think about Brandon Smith, and Barno, Frankie
Brandon
Lulu?
Smith or Bono, just with the little playing time or the little sample size they have out there, to me, I mean, they are just exactly what they are, rotational pieces. I don't think any one of those guys can start. And then maybe this defensive coordinator find good positions for them. They athletes now, especially Omari, especially Brandon Smith and Omari Bono, both of them good athletes. But I think they have to be put in the right position in order for them to become what niggas may think they can be. I don't see them being anything, honestly. I could be wrong, but I just the little flashes or the little sample size I've seen, these niggas ain't done too much for me to say, okay, they deserve a look at being starter. You know what I mean?
Well, we're going to find something out real quick, because you can bet if Ezero doesn't feel like Shaq Thompson is going to fit in this defense scheme he wants to run, that $13 million is going to mean a lot. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's Bobby Wagner money. That's enough to sign a Bobby Wagner. So if I'm the Carolina Panthers, I'm getting in touch with Bobby Wagner. Let's say Bobby wants $12 million a year. You release Shaq Thompson, you got Bobby Wagner money right there. That $8 million next year, dead money. Just understand that the cap for each team next year is going to increase exponentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that 8 million may not mean shit. So this year, the 8 million next year may look like more like a 2 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah,
in the next few
you
days.
release Shaq Thompson, you can sign a Bobby Wagner. I tell you that right now. That's the type of money you free up with Shaq Thompson. Fuck hell. You release Shaq Thompson, that 13 million, that gets you right there where you need to for a Derek Carr also. You get that 13 million help you in the Derek Carr sweepstate.
True. However, you got more holes the field. This is the piece. I understand one for one that makes sense. However, when you look across the whole team, it doesn't make sense. That's the reason why I said extending. Not because I'm in love with Shaq, no. But and he could play one of the middle linebackers in a 3-4. He could play the cover guy.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with Shaq. The only thing I say is Shaq missed a lot of tackles this year. Missed the ass of tackles. Yeah, may finished the year with 128 tackles. Had he wrapped up for about 40% of the motherfuckers he missed, Shaq would have had damn near 200 tackles this season.
Yeah,
But
won his best year.
yeah, and yeah, that's a fact, Andrew. This was his best year and his worst tackling display ever. So
Yeah.
that says two things to me. One, either Shaq Thompson making business decisions on the field, meaning some tackles he don't want to goddamn risk his health on, or two, Shaq Thompson still got a fucking very high ceiling, meaning he still got room to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
think
I
about
gotta
it
look.
like this.
So that proposes a question, Wiley. If
Uh-huh.
I look at Shaq Thompson under those two lenses, one, this nigga made a bunch of business decisions and didn't commit on a lot of tackles he should have had.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, Shaq Thompson got a lot of room to get better. Which way are you leaning?
I'm gonna go with the latter for this reason. He only had 1 year where he started with Luke, and then after that, they've been moving around between the will linebacker and the middle linebacker. Plus, he had Matt Rule, and then they kept changing
Hey,
defenses.
nigga, play that Matt Rule. That's a big joke in the spade. And I
I'm
tell
just,
you, that's
I'm
big
just
joke
saying.
in the spade game.
Think about it like this: how many different
You
defenses
play
they played?
that
A
Matt
three.
Rule
No,
call.
they played a 3-3-5. They played a
Yep,
a
that's a
four
fact. I can't
4-3.
argue there, Wiley.
They played a
You played the
3-4.
big joker.
I'm just saying. Think about if you're Shaq and not only that.
He said, and he had Matt Rule. So shit, ain't nothing.
The guy may be something. We know one thing. He probably closer to Thomas Davis than Luke. And if we had somebody that put him in the right position, maybe he's Thomas Davis.
Yeah, that's a big statement. That's a big statement. Put that boy close to TD. TD, one of my all-time favorite Carolina Panther players in the nation. I mean, ever to do it. Now the 1058 ain't shit. Nigga can upscale his bar and restaurant. But other than that, Thomas Davis, my guy. Instead, Wiley dropped out again. So what say you, Andrew? What say you about the two lenses that I gotta look at Shaq Thompson on? Either he made a bunch of business decisions, or he got a lot of room to grow. I'm saying the nigga made a bunch of business decisions.
I think Shaq, my honest opinion, Shaq Thompson got too much involved in the politics of that football team.
Ooh.
He was more worried about keeping Steve Wilkes than playing football.
Okay.
And I think
good
that's
goddamn point. Good point.
I think we saw his level of play go down because he wasn't committed to his craft. Rather, he was on a cheerleading mission to get Steve Wilkes rehired. And I think that affected his play. Okay.
Yeah. I can say
understand
that. I can say that.
He liked
especially
the guy. He liked him as a coach. He liked him as a man. That's fine. I respect that. But the players don't need to be involved in that. That's a front office decision.
Right. Well, Andrew, when you say that, I think about how the reports came out about the players not playing for Matt Rule. Shaq Thompson was one of them niggas leading the coup. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You look at the first 5 weeks
where it don't belong.
Yep. The first 5 weeks, Shaq Thompson could have took off, per se. You know what I mean? Didn't try to turn it on.
I'll tell you, Unc.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that, Andrew.
That does a disservice to him as a ball player because other coaches notice that, and then are they going to want to put that in their locker room?
Right. Talk that
Come
shit,
on now.
Andrew.
Come on now. Hey,
Nah, don't come on. It's a fact.
How many coaches respect the Matt Rule era?
There you go. We played the Joker again.
I'm just saying. Come on, man. We can't act like that was normal.
Hey, Wiley, that's a fact, goddammit.
That wasn't normal.
Fact. I mean, no, I don't even think the Matt Rule coaching tree nobody respects. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, Matt Rule has a coaching tree now. You know what I mean? It's gone. It's almost now. Matt Rule's back at the collegiate level, so the source of the DNA is gone. So once you lose let's say a Joe Brady, and I don't know where the fuck Phil Snow is.
He with him.
The problem, Wiley, I had with that was he went on a podcast and said that the team quit playing for Matt Rule. Is that the kind of player you want to have in the locker room? If you're a head coach, whether or not you disagree with the coach that they have,
Yeah, but
you
here's
don't
the
want
thing.
that. You don't want that in your locker room. All it takes is one criticism of the player, and then you got to worry about, is that going on in my locker room?
You can't. Okay, watch this. Then when we had Rivera here, there was no problem with him. The only problem he had was with those guys, because again, they didn't know what they were doing, and they were playing them all. How many different defenses can you play in one game?
But what's that got to do with not going out there and playing your best?
Well, if I'm constantly putting you in situations where you can't play your best, putting you in compromising situations.
That's a fact, Wiley. That's a fucking fact. Intentionally almost. And if we don't want to say intentionally, we got to say incompetent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Were very incompetent. So
I say incompetent too. That's where I'm at. I ain't gonna say Matt Rule intentionally sabotaged Baker Mayfield.
They didn't know what they were doing.
I'm gonna say he was incompetent of getting what Baker Mayfield, or getting the best out of Baker. Incompetent of getting the best out of this team, these players.
Yep. So I wouldn't put that on Shaq saying that. I'm just saying
I'm just saying it's.
We need to wipe the slate clean.
What I'm saying is, the question was from Unc, what kind of player was he? We only had 120 tackles or whatever.
Yeah, 128.
My point of view was he got too involved in that stuff.
That's a fact,
and I think it affected his play.
Yeah, but he ain't the only one. I saw a podcast with Chen a couple of days ago. Guess what Chen said? I still love Wilkes. I was like, damn.
Yeah, hey, look, y'all think, like I say, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. This coaching staff will have to come in and ingratiate themselves immediately. This is something this coaching staff gonna have to do, because this team made it public on their feelings about Steve Wilkes. Even after the signing of Frank, a lot of players didn't show up to his presser. You know what I mean? That type of shit speak volumes. As a man, you know exactly. Look, if you get hired knowing that a team, or knowing that the teammates or your team's supposed to be there, you get there and you see 40% of them. As a man, you already take that as a slight. So you said, oh, either they don't fuck with me or they just don't give a fuck. One of the two. You know what I mean? So as a man, Frank already see this type of shit. So, like I say, this coaching staff will immediately have to ingratiate themselves, not just with the players, nigga, with us, the fans also. And then the only way to do it with the fans, it ain't gonna be through no motherfucking parade, or no Panther riot, or no fucking fan fest. It's gonna be done through the draft. When you draft players that we feel like we need, when you fucking sign free agents we know we need, when this coaching staff put together wins consecutive 4-5-game winning streak. This is what's gonna ingratiate them.
Did you see you watched the combine? Did you see a lot of athletes out there? You think one of those kids wanting to come to play in the NFL gives a shit about what Shaq Thompson thinks about his coach?
Not at all.
Not at all. They want to play football, okay? And not many people get the opportunity to play in the National Football League. If he wants to be a politician, he should run for Congress.
That's what I'm saying. They need more congressmen in Charlotte.
There are people lining up to take his job. They're lining up to take his job.
Andrew, that's not a fair step for this reason. Okay, you probably got half the team that still was in Wilkes' corner. So you telling me because they supported that guy, you want to cut everybody?
I'm not saying that you can't support the man. I'm saying when you quit playing football and you admit to it, then it's more than just supporting him.
Yeah, but what
you're complicit. You're complicit in shortchanging the people that paid to go see them play. You're telling every fan out there that's paid $80-$90 for a ticket, "Hey, fuck you! I like Steve Wilkes. I'm gonna lay down today."
Yeah, I'm gonna take the day off. Fuck
They
all
didn't
that.
say.
You
They
got to
didn't
cut
say.
that
Hey,
one for
hey, look,
divorce,
you
man.
stop that shit, Wiley. I seen Shaq miss so many he threw the
I
tackles
didn't
he
say that.
missed, he just threw a shoulder at the guy.
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is this, and this is the piece that I think your guys missing is Shaq said what he said. He didn't know he was getting Wilkes as a coach. He knew
Nah, that's a
that
fact. That's a
he didn't
fact.
know that. It could have been anybody, but they were tired of Rule's crew because
Yeah.
they were incompetent. And the thing about it is, you got to think the whole time they've been there, they've been plays where man, some of the
Well,
defense
see,
they
Andrew
call.
is saying is even if that's so, Wiley, even if that's so, even if the players thought the coaching staff is incompetent, you're a
Mm-hmm.
professional. You don't come out, you don't go on podcasts, you don't come out and try to, form a coup against the head coach. Yeah, you deal with that shit like a professional. So if the players can go to David Tepper about the fucking turf, why can't they go to Tepper about the head coach?
They
You know what
probably
I mean?
did. They probably did.
So
They probably did.
I said that to say this. What you meant, David Tepper was already on the verge of firing a Matt Rule, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the players, you in a professional setting, goddamn it, be professional. But see,
Hey, go
shout
ahead.
out. It was another blogger, a YouTube blogger, doing a fucking live the other night, talking
Mm-hmm.
about the NBA. Talking about the NBA, John Morant, you know what I mean, and the dumb shit they doing in the NBA as far as the NBA being out of control, but the NFL's the same way. The young niggas
Mm-hmm.
do dumb shit in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Say it
Shaq
again.
Thompson, even in the NFL, you have to handle shit professionally. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
hey, you know what you're doing? You know what you're doing now?
What's that?
We of a certain age, we know this now. But when we were their age, guess what?
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact, Wiley.
All I'm saying is you can't look at their immaturity and hold it against them because we
Yeah,
were that immature then.
when I was 21, I ain't have a 200 million. But when I was 21, I was caked the fuck up, but I was still doing dumb shit. So I can imagine the type shit I'd have been doing at 20, 21 with that type of money. But needless to say, like Andrew just said, there's motherfuckers lined up to take their job. You
No doubt.
understand? That's
No doubt. But think about
Yeah, I
it like
mean,
this: you can't just single
just
out.
like in life, man, the decisions you make. And Andrew is just simply saying nobody gave a fuck about Shaq Thompson not wanting to play for Matt Rule. Hell, y'all lost enough games. Us as a fan base, we can tell that.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not defending Shaq. I'm just saying the argument he's making that he can make that same argument for half the team. So if you're gonna go that
Yeah,
hard against
yeah,
Shaq, that means you need to go that hard against Icky. You need to
yeah.
go. He just got
Well,
drafted. You need what's his
The only
name?
reason
Brown.
the only reason I
All of
bring up
them.
Shaq was he's the one that came out and said it in the podcast. The point I'm trying to make is as bad as a coach Matt Rule was, and I think we can all agree on that. He sucked as a coach. He owes it to the city, to the fans, to the owner who's paying him millions of dollars to go out there and give it his best effort, whether he agrees with the game plan or not. Okay, that's why they
I
get
don't doubt
paid the
that.
big money.
I don't doubt that. I'm just
That's my
saying that.
point. That's my
Yeah.
point. And
Okay.
I think that it affected his play last year. He might have had, who knows how, if he wouldn't have got involved in all that,
Hey,
and
look,
just went out there and played, he could have had Pro Bowl year for all we know.
That's a fact, Andrew. That's a
All right.
fact.
All right, get it.
So, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna say this, fellas, and then we gonna wrap this up. It's dinner time for me. Me and my wife finna spin a block. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Carolina Panthers must address other positions. There's other key positions on this team that we gotta address. And quite frankly, on the offensive side of the ball, outside of quarterback, the tight end position is that number one position that we need to address. And I
agree.
told y'all the numbers. Over the last 3 seasons, the Carolina Panthers group of tight ends only put together 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Over 3 seasons, Dalton Schultz by himself put together 2,000 catches, 2,000 yards, 17 total touchdowns. That's double. That's double what 3-4 different tight ends. The group of tight ends was able to do inside of 3 seasons with the Carolina Panthers. If Dalton Schultz is on the market, I say we get him. $10 million ain't shit. You get rid of Shaq Thompson, like I said, you free up a lot of money. Free up a lot of money. Shout out everybody that pulled up. Andrew, I love you, my friend.
Thanks, Unc.
Yes, sir. Wiley, you know what time it is. Shout out Kicking It with Rod.
No doubt.
We gone, baby.
Yep.
Already.